Alright guys, here's what I want to do today. We have two things to do. First, we're going to do a little organization. I've looked at your folders. A lot of your folders look like this image up here. We need to get them a little bit more organized like this. So we're going to try to take this mess and bring it down to here. To do that, first thing I want you to do is go up to the front of the room and get your folder. Then pull all the pieces of paper out of your folder. We're going to organize them. The first thing I need you to do is to put those papers into 5 categories if they're about a specific animal. So all the stuff on worms, the coloring sheets, the notes sheets, the 4 life characteristics notes for worms, arthropods, porifera, cnidarium, mollusks. And then staple those together. Essentially, you'll have 5 packets plus 2 loose sheets. You shouldn't have anything other than that. If you have any other papers, they need to go in one of those categories. The 2 loose sheets will be your phylogenetic tree, which is a folded over big diagram like the right side of my board at the front of the room. And then a key terms sheet, which you may or may not have. So the first thing I need everybody to do right now is to get all of these forms stapled together, put in their notebook in a nice, neat, organized way. So pause the video and go do that. When you come back, we'll be doing the key terms. Okay, hopefully you paused the video and got that organized. I'm going to be looking through those folders and expecting to see those organized on Monday. The next thing I want to do is look at your key terms sheet. Now, we started this sheet earlier in the trimester, although not everybody was here on the day we started it, nor have you continued to update it. So I'm going to go through the key terms here that I need you to have on one page. This summary page is a page you can use for studying, but it's also going to be a page that ultimately you're going to be able to use on some assessments when you have to write and think about different ways of living their life. So, reproduction terms. These are terms you need to be able to use related to reproduction. Asexual reproduction is reproduction without sperm and egg. Okay, the key here is that there is no sperm and no egg involved in the reproduction. Okay, the animal just does it. Generally, we think of this as budding, where one animal grows kind of its offspring off of its side and then it breaks off. But there's other ways it can happen too. And we can talk about that more if you have questions. Sexual reproduction is what humans do and what many animals do, where there is sperm produced and egg produced, and they combine to create offspring. Hermaphrodites are able to produce both their sperm and the egg inside of one individual. Okay? They may fertilize themselves, or they may find another mate to fertilize where they both act as the male and the female. They act as both sexes. But that's what a hermaphrodite is you produce both sperm and egg. Okay? I'll add in the same individual. Okay? Dioecious organisms can produce only sperm or egg. They can't produce both. So humans are dioecious. We either produce sperm or egg. When it comes to moving materials through the body, there's 2 kinds of circulatory system. There's an open circulatory system where the heart, or where the blood is not contained in tubes, but a heart pumps and it moves the blood around in an open space. Here's a wonderful little drawing that I have of some kind of organism. And here we see a little heart with some little tubes coming out of it, but the blood is just flowing around the inside of their body. This is an open circulatory system. And then a closed circulatory system is when the blood is contained in a series of tubes and then the heart pressurizes it. This is the way your circulatory system works. So when you cut yourself and you bleed, what's actually happening is you've cut one of those tubes and the blood is now coming out of that tube. Animals with open circulatory systems like this, they don't have that. Their blood is not contained in their tubes. It's already out, and the heart is simply creating a flow of that blood and moving it around the open space. By the way, pause this as you need to write these down. I expect that you have copied these notes down and you have this on the sheet in your folder. So eating and removing waste, or feeding. There are 2 strategies here. You can have a complete digestive system where the food goes in the mouth and the waste exits through the anus, or an incomplete digestive system where the food goes in the mouth and waste exits the mouth. Okay, and finally, communicating through the body. And this is cephalization, this term that I would like you to have. Cephalization is when an animal concentrates its sense organs in one area of the body. And it allows the development of a brain, and it creates an area that we call a head. And on Monday, we will talk more about that to illustrate those terms. Please get all of these notes, or get all of these terms in your notes. We will be starting with this, or not in class when we start on Tuesday. Thanks, guys. Please go to the next video to see the rest of the assignment.